Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Screenie. America's Got Talent has been on our screens for years now, delighting us with all sorts of weird and wonderful acts. From singers to ventriloquists and dancing dogs, there's something new every time. What happens when the show ends, though? Have you ever wondered what happened to the acts after they step off the stage? Join us as we take a look at 10 America's Got Talent winners and where are they now. But before we begin, do us a favor by clicking that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video on your favorite TV shows. Number 10. Bianca Ryan. The pint-sized singing sensation was just 11 years old when she won the show back in 2006. She knocked the judges out of their seats with her audition, belting out show tunes like it was nobody's business. It seemed impossible that she could be that good, but she was, and still is. After winning the show, she released one album and 2 Christmas albums before taking a break to focus on her education. After becoming disillusioned with record companies, the teenager set up her own label to focus on releasing the kind of music that she really loved. Sadly, in 2016, she had to have several operations on her vocal cords. At the time, she wasn't sure if she was ever going to be able to sing like she has before, but the 24-year-old made a triumphant comeback on AGT's Champions last year. Ryan did well in the competition but missed out on a place in the finals. Magician Shin Lim ended up winning the series, with Darcy Lynn Farmer coming in a close second. Number 9. Neil E. Boyd. This guy was a real gem. Kind of like Susan Boyle, no one thought that anything good was going to come of someone so ordinary. Boyd was an insurance salesman who decided to audition on a whim. He didn't tell his mother or any of his friends and just drove to Chicago to perform Billy Joel's New York State Mind. The process moved quickly from then on, with his rendition of Nessun Dorma shocking the judges. They couldn't believe it. David Hasselhoff couldn't praise Boyd enough. Sure enough, the talented singer won the 3rd series, resulting in his very own headline show in Las Vegas and a cool $1 million prize. After winning the show, he signed to Decca Records and released his first album and continued to tour. He's had the pleasure of performing for Barack Obama in 2010. Sadly, his success was short-lived as he passed away last year at the age of 42 from a combination of heart and kidney failure. Number 8. Michael Grimm. Singer-songwriter Michael Grimm had a couple of touch-and-go moments on the show before winning Season 5. Cowell & Co. were impressed with his stripped-down act and vocal talent, but he very nearly got disqualified. In his second performance of Try a Little Tenderness during Vegas Week, he went way above the 90-second limit. Piers Morgan called him out on that, but despite technically breaking the rules, Grimm still made it through to the finals. Even Ozzy Osbourne told his wife Sharon that he loved him. It doesn't get much better than that. After winning the show, Grimm embarked on the AGT tour and made an appearance on The Ellen Show, where he proposed to his girlfriend of 3 years. Grimm opens for Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac fame for her tour and continues to make music. His last album, Grimm, was released in June of 2015. Since then, he stayed largely out of the spotlight and there isn't much information on what he's doing now. Whatever it is, it probably involves a guitar. Number 7. Landau Eugene Murphy Jr. With a name like that, is it any wonder this guy got famous? In case you haven't noticed, singers have a habit of winning America's Got Talent. To a lot of people, it doesn't make sense when you could go on a show like The Voice or The X Factor, but hey-ho. The jazz singer got the AGT crown in 2011 when he triumphed in Season 7. The 44-year-old West Virginia native signed to Sony Records and Columbia Records after the show ended, releasing his first album, That's Life. It was a modest success, selling 156,000 copies by 2017. Like many other contestants on the show, Lando enjoys the AGT tour and the money, but hasn't really had much success since then. Although he continues to perform, he was dropped by Sony and Columbia after his first record. He released a Christmas album on his own in 2013, and his last album, Landau, was put out in 2016. As of 2019, he's still booking gigs at events, so life isn't too bad for the Sinatra wannabe. Olate Dogs. Let's switch it up a little, jumping from singers to dogs. This animal act is the only one of its kind to ever win AGT. A dog act has won its sister series Britain's Got Talent though. Father-son duo Richard and Nicholas Olate took to the stage in 2012 to compete for the prestigious prize. The backstory of the act was quite charming. Richard grew up on Santiago, Chile and adopted a stray dog which he taught tricks. His brother began to help and eventually they caught the eye of a circus performer which brought them to America. When Richard got married, it became a family affair. Even before they appeared on the show, Olate had a good following. They were part of the Big Apple Circus and Ringling Bros, plus Barnum and Bailey. Since appearing on the show, the act has appeared in movies and continues to tour the world. Not only do they put on a hell of a show, but they also promote the importance of dog rescuing. Kenichi Ibina. We all know how much people love dancers. Anyone that can bust some serious moves without missing a beat is a surefire crowd pleaser. That's why Kenichi Ibina did so well in Season 8 of the show. Back in 2014, following on from his AGT appearance, he released an app called Dance-ish Me and wrote a book about his life. Ibina was already doing well before the show, but it gave him the boost that he needed to continue advancing with his career. He appeared on America's Got Talent The Champions recently, but wasn't as well received as other contestants. He didn't get enough votes to advance to the next round, so went home with his head in his hands. Never mind, at least he can cheer himself up with a little boogie woogie, right? Prior to AGT, Ibina won the Apollo Amateur Night twice, and he also appeared in Angelina Ballerina The Next Step. The 44-year-old probably has a lot more left up his sleeve, so don't write him off just yet. Number 4. Matt Franco. Magic tricks are so baffling that they leave us all scratching our heads. When they're done right, that is. Matt Franco won the 9th season of the show, becoming the first magician to beat the competition. Matt was a favorite with the judges from the very beginning, thanks to his charming personality. Franco has done well in the past few years, starting with a headlining show in Vegas called Matt Franco Magic Reinvented Nightly. The show was named the best of its kind by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. NBC also ordered a 2-hour special on his act in 2015, which is the first time that's been done for an AGT winner. You could say that everything he touches turns to gold, but even he isn't that magical. The magician extraordinaire was honored by Las Vegas in 2017 when they presented him with a key to the strip and declared July 10th Matt Franco Day. You know you've made it when you've got a day named after you. Number 3. Paul Zerdin. What's better than dancing dogs, magicians, and bog-standard singers? Ventriloquists, of course! Viewers might have thought that puppeteers were a thing of the past and ventriloquists were lost in time, but AGT has proved that they're still alive and kicking. In Season 10, Paul Zerdin wowed the judges with his puppet Sam and his ability to throw his voice. His jokes were funny, his ventriloquism was on point, and his puppets really seems to be alive. Zerdin was a worthy winner. However, there were those who accused him of stealing material from other lesser-known acts. The controversial star is about to take his show on the road for a UK tour this year and has acted in a few productions at London Palladium, including Cinderella and Snow White. Like many of his contemporaries, Zerdin had another shot at AGT when he returned for The Champions. It's not all been sunshine and roses though, as his Las Vegas residency was short-lived. It closed after just 4 months in 2016 due to poor attendance. Number 2. Darcy Lynn Farmer. This incredible youngster seemed just too good to be true. Perhaps inspired by seeing Zerdin win, Darcy attended the show and continued to boss it out every single week, sailing through to the finals. At just 14 years old, the teen has more talent in her pinky than we do in our entire bodies. She's just incredible. Since winning the show in 2017, Darcy has gone on to bigger and better things. Farmer has appeared on Ellen, worked on Jeff Durham's October video, had a guest spot at a Terry Fator performance at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, and much more. Her 2018 tour was one of the biggest of its kind ever seen, and earlier this year she made sure to clear her schedule for a return to AGT The Champions. Farmer came second to Shin Lim. As of now, Darcy is on another tour called Darcy Lin and Friends Fresh Out of the Box. There's no slowing this kid down. Number 1. Shin Lim. Out of all of AGT's winners, Shin Lim is probably the most widely known thanks to his intriguing brand of magic. He won the last season of the series before going on to appear on AGT The Champions, which he won again, beating little Darcy Lin to the post. He's been on Broadway with the show and is currently performing at the Mirage in Las Vegas before going on a North American tour. Seriously, you can't get any better than this guy. He just oozes star quality. Lim can look forward to a long and illustrious career if he plays his cards right, and since that's his thing, he'll probably be just fine. Every time he wins something, he looks like a kid at Disneyland, so it's great to see someone so successful staying so humble. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on your favorite TV shows, and tap one of the 2 videos on screen for another amazing video.